can see, I have the same makeup and the same hair and the same dress that I wore in the previous video, and I just thought of doing this video as well. I don't know, I think I want to do this video because a lot of my followers, I feel, are from university. Not all of them, but most of them, and I just felt like doing this. And I'm also introducing this new segment called MthaTalks, and basically just taking the last 4 words of my name and I'm saying I'm talking, baby. This is a segment where I talk. So basically, to start and kick this off, I just wanted to talk about the 10 things to just know about university, to help anyone who's coming into university, who's just got into university. And maybe you might also pick up some things, even if you've been in university, you might pick up something that might actually help you to accept certain situations and just be okay with them. So basically, I'll be talking about the 10 things to know about university, about coming to university, how you can deal with certain issues, and what you just need to know. And basically what you just need to think about is how you're going to go about reacting to the things that will probably or most probably happen to you, or have happened to people who have been in university or in university right now. So basically, the first thing I would like to talk about is that, number 1, failure does not define you. One thing you need to know when you come into university, and I think this also might resonate with someone who's actually in high school, but it will also resonate throughout life. Like, if you know that failure doesn't define you, so it might be a module. It might be a module, and it inevitably happens to most of us. You fail a module, you fail a test, you fail a certain assignment. It does not define you. It does not mean you're stupid, because sometimes when you're in university, because there's just so much struggle, you then start to end up thinking that, am I actually clever? Is that like, why am I, dude? You start to doubt that you are smart enough, that you are intelligent enough. So make sure that whatever failure you're going through, it does not define you. It does not make you a failure as a person. It does not mean that that's the only thing you will be succumbed to. You will experience failure, yes, but you just need to accept it and deal with it, move on. So failure does not define you. Number 2, you will be broke. Let's just put it out there. Especially if you don't come from a well family. You come from an okay family. Like, if you don't come from a rich family, you come from an okay family, which is majority of the people in university or in a tertiary institution, you will be broke. There's a point in your life, in fact, in your university life or career, that you will reach rock bottom with broke. Like, you will listen, you will need friends. You will need people who are going to be like, show me, I am hungry. To just step out of your pride, step out of your ego, and just say, babes, I've been struggling and I'm hungry, or I need money. And I'm talking, especially if you don't eat like at the dining hall, where you've got like meals booked at the beginning of the year, you will be broke, my darling. You will experience brokenness at least once in your university career, and it's not going to be nice. Just make sure that you have solid friends. It does not have to be a lot of friends, but just that one person you know that when you're struggling, you can be able to be open to, and just tell them that, I'm struggling, I'm going through the most, because you do need these people, guys, for your mental health in general. Which comes on to my 3rd point. You'll be heartbroken, and I'm leaning towards heartbroken in the sense that, especially if you're dating, your heart will get broken. And I want to say this with modules as well. Your heart will be broken. With friends as well, some friends may break your heart. but at the end of the day, your heart gonna break. It gonna break. But not to say that you won't be okay, you won't recover, you won't heal from that, but you will have your heart broken either by a partner. Someone's going to cheat on you, sometimes it's going to dribble you, someone is going to make you a fool, basically. And always have people to lean on, always have people you can always confide in, always have people. And it does not have to be a lot of people. I honestly believe when it comes to friendship, just work on individual friendships. Don't do this whole squad thing unless it works for you. But have that 1 or 2 human beings who get you. I mean, not necessarily to the core, but who they get you, you know. Like, you can always be comfortable to say, babes, I'm not okay. I am going through the most and I'm not okay. And they don't even need to give you like advice or anything. They can just sit with you and listen to you vent about your heartbreak, basically. The 4th thing, don't put too much pressure on yourself, which is also linked to the first point of let not failure define you. Because most of the time what happens is that when you fail a test, when you fail a course or module, especially when you fail a course or module and you have a year added, especially if it's like a major module and then now it's blocking other subjects and you've got a year added, make sure that you do not put too much pressure on yourself that you can't cope. Like, mentally you are in shambles, you are sinking. Make sure you don't beat yourself down so much, because I know that I have that problem whereby when I experience certain failure, I will beat myself up, you know. I'll like, before anyone else can even come and say, Zinomtha, what you did. Like, for me, and it goes beyond modules as well. It goes with relationships. I know that sometimes I suck with communication. I suck with friendshipping. I know that it's a true story for me sometimes. But just understand that you're human and you're going through the toils. And sometimes maybe you do a bad thing. That does not necessarily mean that you're a bad person. As long as you're able to acknowledge it and deal with it, like correct it, apologize if you need to, work harder towards that module if you need to, but don't put too much pressure on yourself, in the sense that don't beat yourself up, don't become your own worst enemy, don't become that person who's just like, you, I was Zinomtha, whereas it was Zinomtha. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, try to be loving to yourself, because when you internally love yourself, you are then able to pour into other people's lives and be more present in your friendships, and just be more kinder, because you are kind to yourself, you are loving to yourself. So when you treat yourself in a certain way, how are you then going to be able to treat the next person in a better way than you're treating yourself? So be okay with yourself first. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Be able to talk to yourself and say, I'm gonna do this. Like, yes, I might have experienced failure in this form and this way, but I'm gonna be able to do it. So make sure you don't put too much pressure on yourself, university guys, because at the end of the day, you're gonna graduate, and it might, like, you might be in an encounter whereby you're not even gonna graduate on record time, but that's all God's plan. Don't put pressure on yourself. Number 5, try new stuff. You know, like, I know a lot of people who have been to university, but all they do is go to class, come back from class, go to the room, eat, sleep, study, wake up, do the same thing. Try something new, guys, whether it's in a space of running for a leadership position, or going out with your friends once a month. And make sure when you're going out, it's not a club, because what are you going to experience in a club apart from doing the very same thing that you did the last time you went to the club, which is dancing and drinking? Try out amusement parks, go to the zoo, go bowling, try new experiences, go to certain functions, school functions, whereby you can meet people and get to know new people. Try out something that's out of your comfort zone. When you think about it, you just cringe, you're just like, but you know at the end of the day that you're gonna gain from it. Try that thing out, that thing that scares you, that's the thing you should be going out and trying. So don't confine yourself, don't box your experience in university, because once you get out of university it's very hard to kind of try and do the things. Yes, you can, but like it won't be the same. It won't be the same as when you would have experienced it when you got to varsity. Number 6, network, my darling, network, my girl. So when you try out these school functions, leadership seminars, workshops and whatnot, make sure that you network, especially if something is almost in line with what you would like to do in the future, career-wise. Make sure you network. And sometimes it does not even have to be someone who's doing something that you'll be doing in the future. So for example, me, I don't have to necessarily network with mining engineers, mine presidents or mine workers or whatever. I network with lawyers, network with accountants, network with doctors, network with journalists, network with your TV people. You'll never know who and what you will need in the future. So when you network, you open up your connections and you broaden up. You broaden your connections up, your acquaintances, the people who can help you when you're starting out a business one day. You might think that it's far-fetched now, but you never know whom you might need, or what expertise you might need from someone who is a lawyer, or what experience you might go through that had nothing to do with business. It's personal, but you just need lawyers' advice. So make sure you network in order to just open doors for you. Opportunities sometimes don't come with just applying forms or whatever. Sometimes it comes with knowing the right people at the right time. And when you know the right people at the right time, they will tell you a certain thing, but hey, there's this opportunity that you might have never known if you had not gotten out of your comfort zone, gotten up from your seat, or gotten up from the space you were standing in, approaching that person, trying to get to know them. And see, like sometimes even friendships, solid friendships, come out from networking that happen at certain functions and events. Do not shy away from networking, guys. You do not know how far it goes. It's very important, and I want to stress this out, especially for women, because studies have shown that women are not really people who are comfortable enough, who break out of their shells, make way to network, especially in these functions. Men can talk about sports, they can talk about the weather, they talk about cars, they already have an acquaintance, they already have a connection. But with us, we shy away because we're just like, oh, that girl's so bougie, I'll probably like approach her and she'll look at me. No, don't care about that. You never know someone unless you try. You never know what might come out of a certain conversation. So try it, guys. Whenever you're in a work or school function, try it. Try approach people. Don't be too shy to ask questions. There's nothing like a stupid question, and if it's stupid, it's whatever, you get the person talking. Make solid relationships. And when I say relationships, I don't necessarily mean like romantic relationships. I mean platonic relationships as well. I stress platonic because you need people. You are not an island. You need people in your life. You will need people who will be a shoulder to cry on. Someone you can break down to, someone who will make you laugh, someone you know will motivate you. You need to strengthen your relationships, your platonic relationships, and you need to put some effort in it. You need to have an understanding. And I honestly, I cannot stress this enough, especially this year. I have realized, actually, even when I was growing up, I have realized that I'm not a squad person. Squads don't really work with me. I am more of a one-on-one relationship. So when I stress make strong relationships. I stress that have strong one-on-one relationships. Know that when you're chilling with Umang, when you're chilling with that certain person, you guys get along and you know what you get along with. Strengthen that bond, strengthen that connection. You need people in your life, because sometimes when everything is going in shambles in your life, sometimes you need to just step out of yourself and just go chill with someone. Their presence, their energy means a lot. And one thing I cannot stress enough is that energies do not lie, guys. Energies do not lie. Your aura and what you exude, it does not lie when the other person comes into your presence. So if you're in a bad mood, they can feel it one way or the other. They may not be able to put it in words, but they can feel that there's something heavy with your energy and your aura, something dark, there's something unpleasant, something that people just don't want to be around you for too long. So make sure that you work on yourself. After you've worked on yourself, work on those relationships, because they're important. The second last thing, it's okay to not have it all figured out. This card's deep. When I was writing it down, I was just like, wow. Sometimes we always want to be in control. Sometimes we just want, sometimes you always want to be in control. Sometimes you want everything figured out. We want to know what's going to happen tomorrow. We want to know if we're going to get that job. We want it figured out. We want to know that, okay, from here on out, this is what we're going to do. From here on out, this is the opportunity we're going to get. This is what we're going to start. This business we're going to start. This is the module we're going to take. And sometimes life doesn't work that way. Sometimes you get delayed. Sometimes you get delayed. But dreams delayed are not dreams denied. I love this quote, guys. Love it so much. Just because things are not going the way that you want them to does not mean they're not going to work out. And it's okay to not have them all figured out. It's okay. It is okay. Because these things work out for your good. At the end of the day, it will work out for your good, and you do not need to stress over it. And you should drain yourself and shrink yourself, depress yourself. Because guys, one thing I can say is you have to take care of yourself. Before you want everything figured out. I know, for example, I suffer for, I don't think it's severe OCD. I think I suffer from OCD, although it's not diagnosed, but I know myself. I suffer from OCD. So some things, I just want things figured out. I want things planned out, and I want them to be executed the way that I have them planned out in my head. And sometimes it frustrates me when that plan doesn't go according to plan. Like, I get so annoyed. But sometimes as I'm growing up, I'm realizing that it's okay sometimes to not having it figured out. There's so many things in my life right now that I do not have figured out. I go with the flow. I take it one step at a time, baby steps to these things. I do what feels right at that moment. When my head and my heart is telling me that this is the right move, that's what I do. I have stopped stressing myself about the future, on whether I'm going to get this opportunity or whether I'm going to make it through this time. I'm just like, I know at the end of the day, whenever that may come, I'm going to make it. And it's okay that I don't have it figured out. Oh, the second last thing is take care of your mental health. No, guys, I can't stress this enough. Take care of your mental health. Guys, it is hard. It is hard out there. And if you're going to, there's so many struggles you're going to face in varsity. Some things you're just like, I don't know why I'm going through this, but it's hard, and I don't know how I'm going to get through this. But make sure you take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Like, sometimes maybe you've been grinding for a week straight, 2 weeks straight, you've been studying non-stop. Sometimes just be like, Yazin, I need green tea, I need jazz, I need to light up my candles, I need to chill and think about nothing. I need to chill and get my mind off books, get my mind off my love life, get my mind off finances, get my mind off family problems, get my mind off any other issue that I may be facing. I just need me time. I need intimate me time, and it's okay to take that. Switch your phone off. Don't answer those notifications. Switch your Wi-Fi off and just be like, I am taking care of this. Because sometimes, guys, you reach a point whereby you are having meltdown, anxiety attacks, you are having panic attacks, and it's not cute. It is not gorgeous. So make sure that you take care of yourself, nurture yourself, take a long bath, a bubble bath, like make yourself feel good, smell good, so that you can be re-energized. Eat food, like prepare a nice hearty meal, just eat it. Like just take time to yourself and you won't regret it. Once in a while you need those breaks. You need to just read a good book and just sleep while reading that good book, and not worry about, oh my god, I still need that, I still need to study, I still need. Take time off. Sometimes you need it. Take time off, even like trying to solve other people's problems, because that drains. When you're constantly giving so much of yourself out, you lie empty. You end up being empty within inside, and you can feel it, and everyone can feel it around you. Energy is not, you need sometimes to just pour into your cup so that you can be able to then make it overflow into other people's cup. So the last thing is who you started with, you won't finish with, and be quick to accept that. Guys, I will tell you, there's nothing as hard as accepting. Guys, accepting situations is hard. It's the first step, and it's the hardest step to accept certain situations. That dim lona, I just failed. Dim lona, I just failed this test and everyone passed. Or I just failed this module and everyone is ahead. I'm behind and everyone's graduating. I don't have money and everyone's flourishing. I don't have this phone and everyone has taken great pictures for Instagram. I don't have money and I can't even go out to these places or eat out, and I'd like fancy food as well. I want to take fancy pictures. Like, just accept that sometimes who you started with, you will not end with those people. Who you started with your journey with, who you came into first with, you will not make it through to the finish line with all the people you started with. Some will leave, some will be ahead, some will be ahead, some will leave you. So struggling with that degree and going to other degrees and try and pursue other degrees. Some people will pass and you fail. Some people will get money and get opportunities and be sponsored for this and get this and that. But just understand your journey is your journey. Stick to your journey and stop comparing it to other people. Just because you started with someone in first year doesn't mean that you will graduate with them. And be okay with it. Be quick to accept the fact that it is not the same journey. Yes, and the fact that I did not come to this varsity with this person, why should I then leave with them? Don't pressurize yourself so much. Don't beat yourself up for that too much. Just accept it, because your journey will be as glorious as well. Because when you hear baby girl, it will be glorious. Trust me. It will be glorious. It will be something that you didn't even begin to fathom. The opportunities that are gonna come for you are gonna be big and great. So I think with these things that I've listed, it's not even things that are for varsity. You can resonate with them throughout life, throughout friendships, throughout the struggles that you face in life. It's just a thing, be okay with it. Be okay with your journey. Accept your journey. Know that your journey is unique. Know that your journey will be glorious. And don't pressure it. Be good to yourself. Love yourself every day. Keep on reminding yourself that self-love is the first step. The first step to anything. Love yourself. Be honest with yourself and tell yourself that, okay, I was wrong here. Be quick to accept and be quick to acknowledge and be quick to see certain things, that okay, I was wrong here. This is what I need to fix, and be quick to do that. So yeah, noms, I just wanted to share that with you, that sometimes life is hard, but don't make it too hard on yourself. Don't fall into the trap of adding more stress. I truly hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe on the red button below, and please comment share it, click the notifications bell that's next to the subscribe button, especially if you're not getting notifications of when I post these videos. Please make sure that you do. Share the video as well. Comment below on anything that you think I might have missed, that you think that we should always keep in mind when we're going through this life thing, when we're going through this university thing. I hope this video helped. Bye, nom noms.